All right, let's get right into it. We've got a Serie A match coming up that's going to be huge for the Champions League race. Bologna versus AC Milan.
Yeah, this one's a big one. High stakes.
Absolutely. Both teams are tied on points. They're both fighting for that top 4 spot.
A Champions League spot.
Exactly. So you know it's going to be intense. But, that's why we're here at Tips Moto, to help you guys make sense of it all.
Yeah, give you that edge.
Exactly. Now, their positions in the table might make it seem close, but their form lately tells a different story.
Yeah, different story indeed.
AC Milan, coming off a tough Champions League exit, Feyenoord knocked them out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they followed that up with a loss to Torino in the league.
Yeah, so not exactly the ideal run-up to a match as big as this one.
No, not at all. Which is why we, at Tips Moto, we like to look a little deeper.
Beyond the headlines.
Exactly. And one of the things that we've noticed is that Milan's away form has been particularly shaky.
Yeah, worrisome, I'd say. They've lost 4 of their last 5 away matches. So that raises some real questions about how they're going to perform, in a tough environment like Dallara.
Yeah, that's something our supercomputer has definitely taken into account.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing. Historically, AC Milan has had Bologna's number.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't lost to them in their last 17 league encounters.
Wow.
Going all the way back to 2002.
That's a long time. Over 20 years.
More than 2 decades of dominance, yeah.
So, past performance isn't always a guarantee of future results, obviously.
Of course.
But, that kind of historical dominance can play a role mentally,
Psychologically.
For sure, for both sides.
Affects both teams.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and we take all that into account when we're doing our analysis.
Right. So you got to think, even with their recent struggles, Milan's got to walk onto that pitch feeling pretty confident, right?
Right.
Knowing that they've consistently beaten Bologna. For years.
Yeah.
But on the other side of the coin, Bologna are going to be desperate to break that curse, right?
Absolutely. I mean, they're not just playing to avoid relegation anymore.
Right.
Last season, top 5 finish.
Yeah, they've got ambition.
This season, they want to establish themselves as real contenders.
Yeah.
And this match, this is their chance to make a statement.
For sure.
Especially at home.
That's right. Their home form has been impressive this season.
Only 1 loss at Dallara in the league.
Yeah.
So they're going to be feeling good, playing in front of their own fans. They see this as a chance to finally get one over on Milan.
Yeah, to turn the tables.
Exactly.
Speaking of advantages, let's talk injuries.
Okay.
So Bologna, relatively healthy.
Good news for them.
Which is huge in a game this important.
Huge.
AC Milan, on the other hand, they've got a few players out.
Ooh.
Including some key defenders.
Uh-oh. Not good.
Could be a problem.
That's a real problem.
A big vulnerability, potentially.
Yeah, and it's definitely a factor in how we're analyzing the game.
Right.
Milan's manager, he might have to mix things up at the back. And if they're not clicking, well, Bologna's attack is certainly capable of taking advantage.
Yeah.
Especially on that right flank, I think.
That's been a bit of a weak spot for Milan lately. We've noticed that.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the potential starting lineups because there are some interesting possibilities here.
All right, let's do it.
Bologna will likely have their top scorer out there. Riccardo Orsolini.
Dangerous player.
He can be a real handful for any defense. And there's a chance Jens Odgaard could be back from injury.
Oh, interesting.
Which would be a big boost for Bologna's attack.
Yeah.
Now, on the Milan side, the focus is going to be on their attacking midfield.
Yeah, they've got options.
A lot of talent. Pulisic, Felix, Leão, Reinders.
Yeah.
All competing for those spots. Who starts and how they perform, that's going to be crucial for Milan. Yeah, that's the group we've been looking at very closely. And we have some thoughts on how they might match up against Bologna's midfield.
Interesting. And speaking of midfield battles, there's kind of a fun subplot here.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Bologna's got 2 former AC Milan players in their squad.
Oh, who are they?
Davi Calabria and Tommaso Pobega.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to have a little extra motivation, wouldn't you say?
I would think so, yeah. Going up against their old club, we've seen that kind of thing before. Adds another layer, for sure.
Yeah, it can lead to some unpredictable moments, that's for sure.
For sure. Makes things interesting.
Absolutely. I mean, this match has all the ingredients, right?
Yeah.
You've got contrasting form. You've got that historical rivalry. You've got a battle for a spot in Europe. You've got some really intriguing individual matchups.
Yeah.
It's the kind of game that, it's hard to take your eyes off of.
You're on the edge of your seat.
Exactly. And that's why, we're so excited to break it down for you.
Yeah, and, we're not just talking about it, we're analyzing it.
Exactly.
Our supercomputer. Our expert insights, all to help you guys make smarter betting decisions.
Absolutely.
So if you're looking for an edge, you've come to the right place.
Yeah, we've been really digging into the data for this one, looking at, everything, head-to-head records, individual player stats. It's a fascinating matchup.
So we've talked about the big picture stuff, but what should people be watching for tactically? What are those key battles, those matchups that could decide this game?
Well, I think the midfield battle is going to be absolutely key.
Yeah.
Bologna's Freuler and Moro, solid pairing. They're likely to go up against, well, assuming Milan's manager sticks with this lineup, Pulisic, Felix, and Reinders.
Right.
That's a clash of styles right there.
Yeah.
Bologna's midfield, it's more about control, keeping possession. Milan's is all about those quick transitions, attacking flair. It's like a chess match, right? You've got the managers trying to outsmart each other, trying to anticipate what the other one's going to do.
Exactly. And then you've got those individual duels to consider, like Bologna's Orsolini, their top scorer.
Right.
He's always a threat.
Yeah.
Even with a weakened back line, Milan's going to have their hands full trying to contain him.
Yeah.
We've analyzed his movement, his goal-scoring tendencies. We've seen some areas where he could really cause Milan some problems.
And then on the flip side, you've got Milan's attack, which, when they're clicking, can be pretty devastating.
Yeah.
If Leo and Pulisic are on their game, Bologna could be in for a long night. But that's a big if.
A big if. And our data shows that away from home, Milan's attack has been a bit inconsistent. So it's about finding that balance, isn't it? Can Bologna shut down Milan's attack? Can they exploit those defensive weaknesses? Or is Milan just going to have too much firepower? Those are the questions that we're really thinking about here at Tipsmodo. And we're using our algorithms, our expertise, to help you make those smart betting decisions.
And that's what sets us apart, right?
Exactly.
We're not just throwing out random predictions. We're digging deep.
Right.
We're analyzing. We're giving you those insights that you need.
Yeah, we're your partners in this. We're here to help you navigate all of this and make the most of every opportunity.
So for anyone looking to have a punt on this match, what are some of the key takeaways they should keep in mind?
I'd say, first of all, don't be fooled by that historical dominance from Milan. Bologna are a different team this season. They're improved. They're at home.
Yeah, and Milan's injuries, especially at the back, that could be a big factor.
For sure.
Bologna, they've got the attackers to take advantage of that, especially if Orsolini's on form.
Definitely. And don't forget the mental side of it.
Yeah.
Bologna, they're going to be hungry to prove themselves, to finally end that losing streak against Milan.
Yeah. I mean, we've noticed a trend in Milan's recent away games. They've really struggled to keep the ball, to control the tempo.
Yeah.
If Bologna can dictate the pace of this match, I think they've got a real shot at pulling off an upset.
Yeah, it's all about understanding those little things, those subtle factors that can swing a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do here at Tipsmodo. We use, our advanced algorithms to analyze every single aspect.
Right.
And then we give you guys the information you need to make those informed decisions.
Yeah. I mean, we've crunched the numbers. We've looked at all the data.
Yeah.
And we found some really interesting betting angles for this match.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, the decision's yours. We're not here to tell you what to bet on, but rather to give you the tools, the knowledge to make smart, calculated bets.
Exactly. We're all about empowerment, giving you the best possible chance of success.
Absolutely. So if you're looking for that edge, Tipsmodo is here to help. We're passionate about giving our users the very best chance of winning.
Yeah, we love this stuff.
So what are you waiting for? Head over to www.tipsmodo.co.ke. Join the Tipsmodo community. You'll get all of our expert analysis, our exclusive insights, all the latest odds for all your favorite sporting events. We're confident that Tipsmodo can help you make smarter bets, increase your chances of winning, and remember, knowledge is power. When it comes to sports betting, Tipsmodo is your ultimate source of knowledge. Good luck and enjoy the match.